What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to this episode where we're going to be doing a back test on the US 30. Okay, if you're new to this channel for the very first time, thank you for coming over. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, you will not regret it. Right, so with this back test I'm going to be doing, it's a back test strategy that I always use in my trading. So it's part of my trading style. And this backtest is, I normally use it on the NAS. As a matter of fact, I only use it on the NAS. But what I like to do with the backtest is backtest it on a number of assets, just to make sure that it is super cool and I'm not biased, because obviously if you're looking at the NAS for a long period of time, you tend to, what's the word I'm looking for? You tend to be biased, especially when it comes to backtesting, because I've been staring at it for God knows how long. I could be a little bit biased in terms of how I'm placing the trades. So if I want the trades to be super smooth and super on point, I'm better off using that strategy on other assets to see how well that strategy plays out, right? So we're going to get straight into it. So normally what I would normally do is I will draw out the days, right, that I'm trading and the days I don't trade. But in all fairness, it actually is a little bit irrelevant. So we're just going to do a back test, right? We're just going to see how much we can get out of it. Just looking at strategies and areas of consolidation, and to see if we can profit off it. All right. So first thing I normally do before I do anything on the chart is I try to figure out where everything is, right? So normally I will go into the higher time frame to get the general gist. So I will go into the hourly. So if I'm looking at the hourly, I would then look at the daily, all right, to get the overall direction as to what way the price is actually going to go. Okay, I wanted to make this super quick. So we've got that there. So we're just going to jump into the day real quick and see what it gives us. Right. So looking at the day so far, we can see, right, that it is in a downtrend. Okay, so price is definitely in a downtrend, but however, there is a very good chance that price is going to be pushing back up again, right? I'm not expecting price, well, I would think that price will break this structure and shoot up and maybe get to this level over here somewhere. So actually, let me just measure that out. I didn't actually want to look at the day, but what the hell, we're here now, so we might as well just use it. Right, so okay, so that's done. So price could get back to this level if it breaks the structure, right? And breaking this structure basically means, for me, would be, so I need to go into a lower time frame to get that metric, right? It would be this one right here. It would be this level right here, right? So if you go into a day, you can see where that's placed, and you see it's right there. Exactly what I was thinking. If it breaks above this level, then I know that I could possibly get this, right? So we're gonna jump back into the hour again. Look at where price is. Look at what price actually is doing, right? And from what we can see over here, we can see that we've had a structure up here, right? And that structure is now broken. It didn't produce anymore, right? So normally I would expect it to bounce around in this zone for a little bit before it breaks down, but it just broke down, right? So seeing this right now, what I would do is I wouldn't actually do anything. I would let market play out. I want to see what it does when it gets to this trend line, if it's going to bounce or not. So we let it play. Okay, so at this point now, right now, I can see there's a very good chance that price is going to be breaking. There's a very good chance that price is going to be breaking this level right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of a risk I'm going to stick in a sell order right here, and I'm going to cover this zone, right? Yep, 300 pips. So now we're going to let it play, see what it does. Okay, so we're good. Fantastic. Good. Yeah, we're done out here. We're done. So we've lost this trade right here. We've lost this trade. But if I normally, when I actually trade, I bring in a trading stop, right? So seeing this, there's a very, very, very good chance I would have brought in a trading stop about this level. About this level right here. That would have been a safe place for a trading stop. But obviously we got closed out. That's what happened. So we let it ride. Okay, so we're just going to go back and just hit play. Okay. And let's see what we've got going on here. Alright, so this is a level that I need to take note of. So I'll take note of this level over here. Right? And what else? And I also need to be mindful in case it starts to break. So now what I'm waiting for is to find out if price is indeed going to try to break above this level, right? And how I would know that, it's not a guaranteed, it's not a given, okay? It's where it bounces off from, right? So where it bounces off from. So let's go back and hit play. Okay, so as we can see in this area right here, we can see a parabolic, all encompassing all the way down, right? And then we've had 3 blues to the upside. Okay, so what I'm going to do, looking at these 3 blues to the upside, is I'm going to chance it. I'm going to chance it right now, and I'm going to say, you know what the hell? So those wicks at the bottom is covered. We're looking at about 400 pips. That's one of the reasons why I don't really trade US 30, right? Is because sometimes the stops that you need is bloody humongous. 400 stop loss doesn't work for me at all. I don't like it one bit, but it is what it is, right? So why am I making this decision to take this trade up here? It's because we've gotten a bounce of this level, and this over here is a low. So this is a low, right? So this level over here is a low. These are a high. Okay, wrong word. Let me use that again. Okay, so this is a high point, right? Okay, but in terms of how it's bouncing up and down in this area, this is a low. But this is a low. This is a low based on what my eyes is seeing. There's nothing confirming this low, right? So the MACD is not saying this is a low. MACD is saying this is a high, right? But it's just because this is where price was bouncing around from. And this is where it's now decided to return to, and now it's going up from. So the little gamble that I'm making right now is to see if price is going to break above this zone right here. And this is why backtesting is so important. I mean, so this is the way how I do my backtest, okay? It's not conventional. So some of the stuff that you see on my screen is that, you notice there isn't any moving averages, there isn't any type of indicators. There's only one indicator we're using, and that's the MACD. That's it. There is not anything else I rely upon, and the MACD, how I use it is just to tell me where everything actually really is. if it's really a high point, or if it's really a low point. That is it. It's not if this happens it means that, or if that happens it means that. No, I just want to know what price is so that I can use my brain to figure out where I think price is going to go next. That is it. That is it. It's not rocket science. It's just simple stuff, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so working in favor. I shouldn't pause it here for a minute, right? And I'm gonna bring in the dollar sign. I'm gonna put it right here. So you can believe me if I say I would have used a trading stop over here or not. That's up to you, right? But normally, I always use trading stops in my trades. Always. It's a very recent thing I've started doing. So it's not something that I've been doing for ever since I started this channel. It's very recent, and I found it to be super effective. The only downside is when you get closed out prematurely. That's when it really does sting. But apart from that, it helps. It really does help. Okay, so we're gonna let this ride. We're gonna let this ride out, right? So we've got our little trading stop in there, and we haven't put a trading stop in this one also because I believe it's gonna shoot up higher. So we're just gonna let it do its thing. So we've gone into the red now. Okay. All right. So in this situation that we've got going on over here, right? Looking at how much is doing so much consolidation in this area right now, I would actually be looking for a level or a safe place to add in another trade. Okay, at the moment I haven't seen one. So because I haven't seen one, I'm not going to do it. Right? Let me just expand this in hope that it goes out even further. Okay, in hope that it does that. So let's just let this play out. Okay. All right. So now we've have a TP hit. So you've got TP hit. I've made back my losses, which is fantastic. Okay, I've made back my losses, which is great. That was that over here. Okay. So now we wait to see what price is going to do, because don't forget it's at this level now, right? So is it going to go past the level, or is it going to not go past the level, right? So now that price is at this level, this is where I then need to go back into the drawing board again, right? And then I then need to mark out high points. So for the high point, I'm using the MACD to support. So the MACD is saying is that a high, over here is a high. So what I do is I put a little level on that little location right there to see if price makes it up to that zone, because it's already reached the first one. So I want to know if it's going to get to the second one, right? So now let's hit play. Okay, let's pause it. So if I zoom in closer right now, right? If I zoom in closer into this right now, okay, we can see that we have a bit of a consolidation going on in this area right now. We've got a consolidation going on in this area right now, which basically means for me, although I was unable to stack due to where I put my my take profit, okay, I might have an opportunity to stack here also. So what do? I'm going to jump in, and I'm going to stick in another buy right here. So we're going to do a market buy, and we're going to do 300 stop. So 300 stop. Drag this up a bit to about this level. And then let's hit play. Okay, so far so good. Stop. So now we're going to zoom in. See what we've got going on over here. So I can see there's more consolidation going on in this level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a trailing stop, secure what I've got, right? So I'm going to secure what I've got so far, because I'm very happy with what I've got. We're going to secure that, bring in a dollar sign and just say this is where we got in, right? And then I'm then going to stick in another buy right here, and then the stop is going to be a little bit tighter, right? So this is even a much more riskier trade, and we're going to set the TP to exactly where we had our original TP, right? We don't want to get too crazy ambitious. We're just going to just keep it nice and simple. So now we hit hit play, and let's see what it does. Okay, so that's gone good. That's gone good. That's gone good. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Right, so what we're going to do now is, I'm just trying to think, what should I do? You know what? I'm bringing in a TP right now, knowing that I'm going to be getting closed out, because this thing is going to go straight into the red, and I'd rather take a couple of pennies than take nothing. I'd rather take a couple pennies than take nothing at all. So I'm going to stick that right here, and then we're going to zoom out, and then we're going to see what happens. I thought that was a good place to stack as well. Bloody hell. Alright, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So I've already been stopped out, right? Because it went past my trailing stop, I've got stopped out. I've taken a bit of profit, right? And it hasn't stopped out my first trade, which is this one over here, right? That one hasn't stopped out yet. So let's see what happens. So we've taken a little bit of pennies off the new trade we've done. Yep, so I've been stopped out in both trades right now. Both trades. And I managed to get a little something in both of them. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. One losing trade, 3 winning trades, right? Got 3 winning trades so far. Okay. So now I'm waiting for an opportunity, and right now I don't do anything because I need to kind of wait to see what it does, and then I'll then decide what I'm going to do next. Okay. Alright, so now it's broken through completely. It has broken through completely, right? It's come back down to this level again, right? And at this level, what do we have at this level? Do you have anything interesting? Okay, so this is going to be a risky venture, right? A risky venture, because let me see what I think is going to go on. Let me see what I think is going to go on. So we've got 3 straight blues or 3 straight reds coming all the way down. Let's move that over. Let's move that trend line over. See if you can give us a different type of structure to work with. Like for me personally, trading with structures and understanding what's the word, candlesticks, how they look. In all fairness, a lot of the time I forget the names of what they're actually called, like the different types of candlesticks, but I know it when I see it, which is which is a strange way of explaining things, but it just is what it is, right? Okay, so with this push to the downside, okay, there is one thing that I'm going to be waiting for, right? One thing that I'm going to be waiting for, and that is the pull to the upside, right? If it pulls to the upside but does not break above this level over here, so if it doesn't break above these levels right here, let me drop a little thing right here. So this level right here, okay, right, you can see it's fighting a lot up here. It gave us a little consolidation, it's broken through and it's on its way down. Two moves I'm waiting for to put in place, right? If I see a consolidation down here, I would enter in on a sell. What do I mean by consolidation? If I see anything that looks like this, right? If I see anything that looks like this on its way down, I will jump in with a sell. Anything that looks like this, okay. Anything that looks like that, down here somewhere, I will jump in with a sell. If it shoots all the way back up it here again, right, then I'll be looking for a sell, right? But the sell will be better up here than it is down here. But if I've missed all of this, which happens, I've missed it, right, then I'm going to have to wait to see if it consolidates and then we jump in. A bit like what happened over here, right, where it consolidated and then we jumped in. And then it consolidated over here and then we jumped in again, right? So that's what I'll be looking for. So let's see if that's what market does. I don't know how long this recording is going to be, but we'll see. Okay, so it's pulled out from that level. Is this it? Okay. Okay, so you see now it's back into the zone again. It's now back into the zone. So if it starts pushing back down again, I'm jumping in. I'm jumping straight in. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what would be the smart play? What would be the smart play? I'll just bear me a moment. I'm just trying to think. Okay, you know what? Like I said, we're gonna jump in. Wait. I need a couple more confirmations. Okay, right. So this is a low point, right? This is a low point, right? And it's produced another low point right here, okay? And this over here is considered a high point, right? So in my opinion, this is a righteous sell. So I'm gonna go right to the top right here, and I'm gonna put in a sell right in here. Market sell. We're gonna do say 300. Let's say 400. But ideally, if I was trading for real and we're doing the NAS, this would be a 100 pip stop. Basically meaning I will go into the 15-minute to look for a suitable trade where I can put in a tighter stop, right? But the problem with putting in stops on a 15-minute trade is that you need to be damn sure that you know exactly what direction that's going in, because a 15-minute chart or a 5-minute chart for a stop, that stop is super tight. All right, it's super tight, so you really need to know what you're doing with that. Otherwise, you can just use the daily or the hourly for a stop, which means your stop's going to be massive. Those are your options. All right, so we're going to hit play. Okay, so we're in business. Right, so let's go. Is it going to go my way? Is it going to go against me? Is it going to go my way, or is it going to go against me? I'm not going to lie to you guys. I absolutely love backtesting. Like, if you really want to refine your skills, get comfortable doing backtesting. and backtest in a very honest way in terms of how you actually trade, not based off anything else, because that's the whole point of the backtest. Oh, you see, because I was busy talking, I missed. All right, I've missed it. Because I would have wanted to take that sell over there. All right. Okay. So at this point, right? At this point right here, I would have had a trailing stop. I would have had a trailing stop at this level. Right here. Actually, let me zoom in closer so you guys see what I mean. I would have had a trailing stop at this level right here, just above these wicks. And then once it started to shoot back down again after these wicks, I would have moved the trailing stop over here, right? Which basically means that now I'm out of the trade. I'm out of a trade, and I was stopped. I was stopped over here. This is where it took me out, right here. All right. So now it's come back into the zone again, right? And remember, this is why we drew this little box over here. It is still not breaking above this box. It's still not breaking above it. So I'm going to wait to see what it does next, right? As a matter of fact, I'll just take the punt on that, right? Because, sorry, not a punt. I keep forgetting I have an international audience, right? I'm going to take a guess on that. Take a guess. So I'll take a guess on that, right? And we're going to put the stop up here. We're just going to make the stop a little bit tighter, just because we don't want to lose too much of what we gained. And we're going to set the TP back to the same level where it was again, right? That's what we're going to do. So now we're going to hit play. Let's see what it does. Actually, wait. Let me zoom it out. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is going very well. Very well. Okay, let me stop it right here. Let's zoom in for a second. Okay, let's see what we got going on. So one thing should become very clear to you guys as you're watching this, right? This whole trend right now is producing lower lows. It is producing lower lows right now, okay? So there's a very good chance it is going to go down. It is going to go down. So what we're going to do is we're going to put on another okay, right, in real time. This is what I'll do. I would have brought in a trading stop about here, covering these levels right here, right? And then I will put in another sell right here, and then I will cover this area right here. So we got a 100 pip stop, and I'll set TP at the same level. So now we're gonna hit play. Let's actually wait. Let's zoom out so we get the whole picture. Let's hit play. Okay, stop. Something terrible just happened. Okay, so I've been stopped out of this trade in my stack. So I got stopped out of this trade and I'm out of this trade, right? So I'm out of this trade in a little bit of profit, and I got stopped out in this one over here, and price is on its way down. Okay, it's on its way down, and I have a pretty good idea that this is going to be going down some more. A pretty good idea this is going to be going down some more, just based on the structure that I'm seeing over here. So what I'm going to do, and this is greed kicking in now, it doesn't have to work out, it doesn't have to work out at all, but this is greed. It's important I tell you that, right? We're going to do a 400 pip stop, and we're going to drag it all the way down here, and then we're going to see what it does. We're going to see what it does. So let's go. So I just hit my headphones. Okay, boom. Oh yeah, absolutely worth it, absolutely worth it. Wait, stop. So we can see we've got more consolidation going on down here. More consolidation, right? These are the shapes I like looking for after I see a massive parabolic push to the downside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another one in there. Another one. I'm going to add another one in there. We've got the stop over there, 105, very reasonable. We're going to drag this down to the same spot, and we're going to bring in our TP right above this level. Right above it. Right above this level. Okay, so we've already made more than what we're risking at the moment, right? So in fairness, we're not risking anything, only profits. That's the only thing we're risking right now. Okay, and you would notice we've put in a number of trade, and the only goal of that trade is to get this TP at the bottom over here. Get the TP at the bottom and secure what we get, right? So we're gonna hit play. Don't hit me out. Okay, cool. It didn't stop me out. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Right. So now we're out. We are out, my friends. We are out, right? We are out. We've done very well in regards to the trades at the moment, okay? And we're gonna let it play on. We're gonna let it play because now we're looking for another area to enter in again. Okay, so we missed that. That was a bitch. Sorry for swearing. Okay, so okay, cool. So it stops right here. And I'm just trying to think. What would I do in this situation? So this is the next day and we've had a gap. That's why this gap is here right now. So this gap that we've got in there right now is because it's the following day. So you go from the 10th to the 13th. Weekend gap, right? So price is pushing down. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to stack anymore from this point onwards. Only when a good opportunity emerges. But I am going to put in another trade. Alright, so we're going to zoom out for a second. I'm going to zoom all the way out. And we're going to have a look to see what's the best place price is going to return to. So in my opinion, this would be a good location to hop off. This would be a very good location to hop off. So TP is going to be set to that level. And so pretty much looking at say about a 1-to-1, give or take. Yeah, so 1 to 23, give or take, right? So we're just gonna hit play on this. Okay, and we've got TP here. Fantastic. right? So guys, this has been great in terms of what we've gained so far. I could sit here and do the maths and try to work out how many pips we got all in all, but you know what? It is pointless. Let's see how many trades we actually lost. So we got that one because we had a TP in that one. I think I lost a trade somewhere. Ah, yes. So we lost 2 trades. So we lost that one and this one. And all the rest we gained. Right? I could calculate all this up to tell you exactly how much you won, but in all fairness, we won. Like, there's no point calculating it all up or anything. We won it. It's been a great experience, okay, in terms of backtesting, right? And this backtest is what I aim to replicate in the real world. So from when market opens, this very style that I'm using is what I'll be using on the NAS 100, and obviously to gain as much as possible. Okay, so with that said, guys, if you like this backtest and you want to see more backtests like it, okay, and it's going to be on different assets all the time, all right? So it's not going to be on one thing, it's going to be on different things. Sometimes I will do currencies, sometimes I will do other things. I'll do gold, I'll do oil, it doesn't matter, I'll do it on anything, right? Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and hit the like button, okay, right? And you should also hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and hit the like button if you just want to just watch me analyze the NAS 100, right? And I analyze NAS on the Monday, Wednesday, and the Friday. But last Friday I didn't do it, so my apologies. But yeah, but that's what I normally do. So hit the subscribe button, do all the fun things, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.